I wanted you to feel like the guy who was the coolest here. Hi, I'm Richard Gage. You're Mildred Grossman. Everybody, I want you to meet Mildred Grossman. She's responsible for this no matter what happens. Right. She got us all here. She made this appointment with Henry Waxman's director of...
She's your district manager.
District manager, Lisa Pinto. We'll be meeting with her. We're from the Architects and Engineers for 9/11 Truth, of course. I'm Richard Gage, architect. This is Mildred Grossman, who's on the phone daily with any number of congressional figures, trying to get some sense pounded into them and pave some roads so some of us can get into those roads. So also on our panelist here today is Andrew Rasmussen from Los Angeles, California, in Henry Waxman's district. And anything you want to say real quick, Andrew?
No, I'm just really thankful for nice to meet you today.
And this is Marshall?
Yeah.
Mr. Marshall.
Charlie Marshall.
Charlie Marshall. Mr. Charlie Marshall. Tell us something about you.
Oh, well, I worked for the Ralph M. Parsons Company for 30 years.
30 years
I
with
was
Parsons.
in charge of some of their major structural jobs. So that's about it.
Great.
I'm retired now.
But you're retired, okay.
Yeah.
Good. And tell us what you do too.
Oh, my specialization is in wastewater treatment engineering, but I was also a project engineer for a seismic retrofit of the Golden State Freeway. We were retrofitting several bridges.
And next we have Mr. Marks Ayers, mechanical engineer. Tell us about you.
Well, I've done nothing but design mechanical systems for buildings for almost 60 years. And I've done high-rise buildings, 60-story buildings, complex hospitals, and I know that those buildings did not come down the way the government said, and we're here to prove the crime was committed.
Indeed. And over here,
Alan Pyatt. I'm a civil engineer, primarily working in public works.
and you're going to see a lot more architects and engineers going to a lot more congressional offices this year. We have over 435 architects and engineers, and 4 or 5 brave ones here. We're putting our reputations on the line, our degrees, our licenses, and we're not going to stop until we have 1,000 architects and engineers, and we will not stop at that point either. So we'll be giving a 1-hour presentation today to Henry Waxman's district manager, Lisa Pinto, and we hope that she'll be severely impressed, such that she says, Henry, you've really got to look at this. These people are not conspiracy theorists. They've got something real to say. They've got the rock solid scientific forensic evidence. What are you going to do about it? Let's go see. Great. Petition singer.
Yes.
And Brian Good talked to you.
That's correct.
Fantastic. Welcome.
Okay, thank you.
Alan Zorthian, what do you do? I'm sorry. You're an architect too. Thank God. I had 4 engineers here.
Oh my God. That's overpowered.
Hello. We'll need to set up in the conference room because we got a slide presentation. Thanks.
Let's see how many of us.
Just this many.
Just this many.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Maybe one more. So what we're doing is reconsidering this difficult subject, and my commitment is to speak the truth, because this is a moment in history with the staggering loss of life, extremely difficult for all of us. We're going to focus on the forensic evidence found at the crime scene. This is our representative example of our website. We've updated it since then. The bullet points are on the right that we're going to go through very quickly today. Anytime you want, you can go to 911truth.org, catch up. The video is on the left. I'm going to leave you with a DVD though. The PowerPoint itself can be stepped through very carefully. Down below on the left, there's many technical articles from credentialed academics which you can check out. So we're looking at what demolished these 3 high-rise buildings. And there's, of course, many forces that demolish high-rise buildings. Fire, controlled demolition, of course, is one we're going to take a close look at. Earthquakes, explosions. Let's start with fire. It's an organic process. It moves around the building every 20 minutes or so. It's never brought down. We're in Los Angeles. We just met with Henry Waxman's district manager, Lisa Pinto, and let's see how it felt to everybody. What did you think of it?
I liked it. I thought it was very informative, and she does pay attention.
I could empathize with her that it could be overwhelming, and she may feel very frustrated not being able to really engage with us the way she might have wanted to. I would have liked to find more information from her as far as like what is really the barriers to like, what are the political obstacles here, and what are the psychological obstacles?
Well, I thought it went as well as it could go, considering the fact that Congressman Waxman was not there. I would like to see him there, of course. Obviously, there are quite a few pressures on a serving congressman, which make it difficult for him to push an investigation regardless of how he feels about the true situation. So I think that one of the things that we're going to have to do is we're going to have to find a way to rally public support. This is a good step, is a necessary step, but I think we also need to do as much as we can in order to get public support, and not just to get public support, but to get vocal public support. For instance, we're currently seeing a war in which for 3 years, more than half of the country has been in favor of an immediate pullout, and yet that has not happened. So I think that it's not just a matter of getting public support, it's a matter of getting vocal public support and applying pressure.
But there's no way to measure her area of interest or what she will do when she talks to Waxman. Because I think Waxman would not come out for impeachment. And Pelosi said that impeachment was off the table. So there's a Democratic coalition that's saying, follow the Democratic line, and I think the line is that Waxman had better stay with Pelosi and that he won't do anything. So I feel frustrated, and power to the people.
Well, I hear you saying we got to wake up the American people, Alan. Marx is saying he's frustrated because we just made a powerful presentation to somebody that's probably going to go nowhere. And I have that feeling too. I think what's important about what we did is that we're on record having given the information to our congressperson.
Right.
And that is critical. We can't not do that.
Right.
We have to do that. We have to be frustrated.
Yeah.
We have to follow up even though we're frustrated. And we have to do it to other Congress people as congresspersons as well. Right. We have to engage enough 9/11 truth aware people to talk to every architect and engineer that they can find and email them our link. And I think we have, with 435 architects and engineers, I think we have enough credibility to be used by the 9/11 truth movement. The question I think Alan's getting at is, how do we galvanize the forces of the 9/11 truth movement to use the 435 petition signers to date so that we can get more people more aware? Now, what do you think, Alan?
Yeah, I thought it was a powerful presentation. I don't see how anyone could ignore it. And based on what's happened the last 6 or 7 years, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I'm skeptical that they're going to do anything, given the overwhelming proof of many different things that have happened. But I think as Americans we need to stand up and put it out there. That's our duty to do that.
In the face of skepticism, we still have to stand up and put it out there.
We got to do it. Yeah, least we can stand up and say we did what we were supposed to do.
I think if I were as skeptical as the two Allens at the table, and Marks for that matter, no, Marks mostly and Allen, I don't know if I could just keep doing what I'm doing. I mean, I am very, very out there in business.
Great, yeah. I mean, I think. Yeah,
So I think I'm a positive. I see the glass as half full of Sapporo.
Right.
And I guess that's just my nature, thank God, because
Yeah.
I don't think I could do it otherwise. Let's drink to Congressman Henry Waxman
And Wexler and Conyers.
and all the rest of them, Pelosi. May we
Ron Paul.
succeed in the 9/11 truth becoming aware on the family room table, dining room table of every American. Here, here.
Come by.
Come by.